It's been out of shape when I used up tape on the screen door. Or when I mix up shades from a bunch of old paint on the front porch. She rolls her eyes, shakes her head, says she's gonna leave me, waits just to tease me. The girl's crazy about me, baby. Oh, eyes wide when she say, hey, I got a good girl sending good vibes. Thank the good Lord I'm on her good side. Baby, we good, we good, we good. Got some good jokes, a bunch of good times. We work real hard and a good life. Baby, we good, we good, we good. No one saying like, Shake off the shade and keep on shining like, oh, 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 oh. Riding that silver lining. 'Cause we good, we good, we good. Don't need a suite on the beach in the Caribbean heat kind of daydream. 'Cause there's a pair of green eyes looking like paradise in her loose jeans. She's sitting right here, twirling her hair, hotter than a sunbeam. I don't need anything. The girl's magic, she can stop traffic. I ain't got a dang thing to be mad at. I got a good girl sending good vibes. Thank the good Lord I'm on her good side. Baby, we good, we good, we good. Got some good jokes, a bunch of good times. We work real hard at a good life. Baby, we good, we good, we good. The one saying like, Shake off the shade and keep on shining like, oh, 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 oh. Riding that silver lining. 'Cause we good, we good, we good. Yeah, baby, we good, we good, we good. Hey guys, welcome to NashvilleGab. I'm McKinney, and with me today I got George, and we are here at Marbaloo Studios recording live for NashvilleGab. You can't see the people behind the scenes, but they're going to be firing off questions to us. We're going to play a couple songs from what we've released to radio in the past and what we've got coming up, so let's get to it.
So you just released your new EP, I Squared. What was the inspiration behind the songs on there?
Of I. Are we good? Sorry, every time they have a weird look, I'm going to give you a weird look. So, are we okay?
We good, we good.
Okay, we good. What if I sit back like this?
Perfect.
Okay. So the I Squared is actually just a continuation of I. We've got 9 EPs that are coming out in the next 3 years. And so I came out in May of 2018, and I think it debuted at number 27 on the charts. I Squared came out and debuted at number 14 on the charts. We're working on the 3rd EP right now as we speak. But I Squared, what we did is only one of the songs on it was a continuation of I. So on I we had She Wrecked This Town, We Good, Everybody Wants You, and then the single was Take It Back. Take It Back was our influencing decision on adding Call You Quits. Call You Quits, because of the success of Take It Back, we wanted to get Call You Quits on there, which is kind of like the next step in the story for that type of song. But then we ended up getting Asking for a Friend, Why, which is actually a remake of one of my songs that I released on a previous album a couple years ago. We went back and revisited that, and then Backyard. So those are the 4 songs on the new EP, I Squared, and then we already got stuff in the can for the next EP.
I Cubed?
Don't spoil it. Seriously.
Trend following.
Possibly I Cubed. We'll could be I Candy.
Ooh. You know what would be crazy is like if with every like exponential increase that you went, it was the square root on the Billboard chart of that. You know what I mean? What would it have to be for 14?
You realize that I is imaginary. First of all,
yeah.
So it really is. It's true. No, it's
not
actually true.
It's not
we are in
integer?
imaginary chart positions on Billboard chart right now.
I thought it was integer.
What's that?
I thought I was integer.
No.
Isn't that, no.
See, this
is
is literally live to millions of people right now.
Sorry, Miss Anderson.
So yeah, I was just gonna say, whoever his high school math teacher was,
yeah.
he's not representative of all your students, I'm sure. Okay, I'm sure you had some better than that.
Jeez, all right.
Sarah, what do you got?
You describe your sound as industrialized country. Could you talk more about that and how it differs from mainstream country?
Actually, industrialized country is it's kind of American music, is the best way to put it. What we did is we took a conglomeration of who I am. So I was born and raised in Montana. So we've got country lyrics in all our songs, country vocals in all our songs. But with that kind of background, we put in metal guitars. And then if you guys have followed along the story in the past, I used to sing in an all-black band, which was a Motown band. So we put in Motown backgrounds, and then we do some of this over a pop structure. And so it is really American music at its finest. At least we think at its finest. It focuses more on the story than it does on anything else. And well, that's what throws us into the country genre.
Corey asked, will you be playing any shows this year?
What? Will I be playing any shows? We just came out, so we have we've already done 31 radio shows promoting the new single. And what are we in, February? We've got 48 more to go before it gets released. So that puts us at 79. We just came back from Washington where we did a couple shows up there, so that puts us at 81. Corey, is that enough shows for you, or do you want more? No, actually we've got one coming up next week in Nashville.
Yeah.
We're opening up CRS for the Music Row Breakout Awards. So, oh, yikes. We're all over the, sorry, we're trying to get promo shots while we do this. Sarah, what else you got?
What's your favorite song to perform live?
That's getting close to being a toss-up, and it really does. It changes nightly, because depending on what part of the country you're in, sometimes We Good just kills it. If you get into the more rural the area that we play, it is She Wrecked This Town. If we and then kind of across the board, wherever we step into, Take It Back is one of the ones that has the most energy for the crowd. And as we're rolling out Backyard, it's starting to, I mean, people have only heard it a couple times, and yet the response on it is, growing fast and kind of, so that's a loaded question. You'd think it'd be a real simple answer, but it's not. It kind of depends nightly what the favorite song is to play, but the most universal song at this point is Backyard by far.
All right, one more question. Who or what is your spirit animal?
You know what? I don't think I've ever had anybody tell me what my spirit
Do you
animal
get to
is.
choose that?
So do I get to
You
pick?
can choose, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was something.
Then I would be the. I have an 8-year-old daughter, and she has an imaginary animal that she wants to write books about, and it's called Timber. She's gonna freak out when she hears that. I think it's a cross between a unicorn, a tiger, a dragon, and something else. So it's awesome, and all kinds of, and spirit animals are all kinds of awesome.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I'm literally gonna go with Timber as my spirit animal, if that's okay. We're gonna play the single that came out this past summer. So this went to national radio in July, and it was crazy because I've been kind of secluded to the western half of the United States for the past few years since I won the CMT award, and I've toured with some great guys. I've picked up shows with Blake when he comes through, and Luke and Dirks, and you name it. I'm a kind of a musical hooker. Wherever they pay me to go and whatever they pay me to do, that's what I do. But so when we released this was like my first national exposure, and to have stations picking it up in places you've never played before, like New York and North Carolina and Ohio and Florida and you name it, it was kind of a humbling experience. So anyways, we thought we'd play it for you today. It's called Take It Back. Say hello, fake a smile. How you been? Been a while. Stop reading my mind, girl, just like you used to do. Damn, I miss that perfume. Still gets me kinda high, girl. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, then I'm drinking what you're drinking, baby. If it leads to leave, then we could take it back, take it all back. Oh, we could try to unwind that goodbye, just like that, girl, just like that. Oh, put your lips on mine, even if it's a lie. Right next to me, make you never wanna breathe, like you never wanna have. Take it back, to take it back. Said some things we don't mean, second thoughts in betweens. Now and then, God's right here, knocking back another round, getting closer, talking about paying the tab, calling a cab, yeah. Take it back, take it all back. Whoa, we could try to unwind that goodbye, just like that, girl, just like that. Whoa, put your lips on mine, even if it's a lie. Right next to me, make you never wanna be, like you never wanna have. Take it back, to take it back. Back to my place, let our hearts race. One more replay. Take it back, take it all back. Oh, we can try to unwind that goodbye, just like that, girl, just like that. Whoa, put your lips on mine, even if it's a lie. Right next to me, make you never wanna be, like you never gonna have. To take it back, to take it back. Say hello, fake a smile. How you been? Been a while. We are. Oh, thank you. Rousing applause by the interviewers. We just got back from a radio trip through Florida and landed the flu while I was down there. So these guys would literally pack me up in the back of a van and roll me into a radio station. They'd wake me up about a half hour before we got there, fill me with tea and water. Mm-hmm. We'd do the show. I'd stagger back out to the van. They'd put me asleep in the back. They'd drive 3 or 4 hours to the next spot, wake me up a little early, fill me with water, do the same thing. So it's glorious, or glamorous is what I was actually. It is. Yeah. It is glorious and glamorous. If your spirit animal is a tame bird,
there's no other way to be.
There's no other way to be. Yeah. Glorious and glamorous. So, do you guys have any more questions, or are you solid?
I think there was a couple more. Favorite show you've ever played?
Sorry, I'm sneaking. What's it?
Favorite show you've ever played?
Favorite show I've ever played? You know what? There's a few on that list, but I would have to say the first show I ever did with Blake. What was funny is I got signed on to those Blake shows, and they had given a password to me for tickets for pre-sale. And those shows sold out in a day or a day and a half. And 60 or 70% of the people who bought tickets to that show, or those shows through the Northwest, went through my password.
Oh yeah, you can.
And so, yeah. But what was funny about it is, so this is 3 or 4 months in advance. And I had to come down and I had to film the Studio 330 session with Reba and Steel Magnolia at the time and whatnot. And so they took me to the Opry, and Blake happened to be playing that night. And so I'm standing with the backstage interviewer. Her name's Shannon McComb. She's a Hall of Fame media gal. Anyways, we're standing side stage, and here comes Blake, has finished his set, and I've never met him before. And he's like, as far as I know, when these guys pick me up and whatnot, I'm assuming they've never heard my stuff or know who I am. You know, they pick you up for a portion of the tour and then they drop you off after another portion. And he's walking off the stage and Shannon goes, "Hey, Blake, I'd like to introduce you to," and he goes, "Chance McKinney." And at the time, I mean, literally a couple weeks before that, I had been a teacher in a high school class. And now Blake Shelton walking off the stage and shaking my hand. And I said, "I'm confused." And he goes, "I was just talking about you today." At that point, I'm confused even more.
Right.
You know, and he goes, "No, I have my fan club has regional representatives all across the United States. And so we get on a conference call once every 6 months or once every however many, and we coordinate." And so the gal from the Northwest had told me that the shows were sold out and that all this had gone through your websites and whatnot. And he goes, "So I just want to say thank you, man. I appreciate that." I was like, "God, I love country."
Man.
You know, so.
That's wild.
I think that's all we've got time for today.
Okay. We gotta, let's do a backyard. This song's coming.
Oh, yeah.
And it's it's gonna hit radio in April in a big way. And so as we go to fade or go to black here, we'd like to play this for you. We'd like to thank NashvilleGab for having us out today. We appreciate it, and we'll leave you with this. You say you wanna go out, but you don't wanna go out. Wanna keep it low key, and I say, I know just where to take you. We don't need no reservation, no cover, no lines tonight. Hey, string some lights up on that porch. Hey, kick it like that old screen door. Got a disco ball that's full of stars. If the cooler's open, it's an open bar. Hey babe, tonight we're going out in our own backyard. Hey, in our own backyard. Hey, pull up your lawn chair closer, baby, I'll bring the heat. Woo! Be your all-night bartender, mix you your favorite drink. If you get a little too buzzed, we ain't driving nowhere. If you wanna hit the hay, babe, all we gotta do is make it back up them stairs. String some lights up on that porch. Hey, kick it like that old screen door. Got a disco ball that's full of stars. If the cooler's open, it's an open bar. Hey babe, tonight we're going out in our own backyard. Hey, in our own backyard. Hey, call your friends, hey, call your neighbors, hey, call the cops, we can call them haters. Hey, the whole day lots going on, come in. Hey, party's rocking on our side of the fence. Knock twice if you wanna come in. Hey, string some lights up on that porch. Hey, kick it like that old screen door. Got a disco ball that's full of stars. If the cooler's open, it's an open bar. Hey babe, tonight we're going out in our own backyard. Hey, in our own backyard. Hey babe, tonight we're going out in our own backyard. Hey, in our own backyard. Hey. Thanks for having us out today, guys.